The broadcast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
Welcome to another GoldMine 101, our regular series of short presentations giving you hints and tips around GoldMine. And this morning I'm going to cover our new add-on for GoldMine called GoldAddress for address verification and postcode lookup to keep your database clean, keep the addresses clean as they go into the system. Hello, my name is Tim Wilmot and my company Wizard Systems. We're a specialist CRM systems supplier who help small and mid-sized organizations improve their sales productivity, marketing, and customer service through the use of simple and affordable software solutions like GoldMine. Now, this presentation will be fairly short in duration, about 10 minutes or so. My company offer many different capabilities around GoldMine, so please contact us if you want to explore all of the capabilities of the system. The audio part of this presentation is one way only. If you've got any questions, please type those into the question box on your meeting control panel. I'll do my best to answer those at the end. Probably best to type them in as you think of them rather than waiting till the very end of the call. Also at the end, I'll be giving you an update on any GoldMine product news to keep you in the loop with what's happening on the GoldMine scene. And this call is being recorded. After the presentation, you will get an email from our system with a link to the recording, which you can play back at your leisure. And we will probably post it up on our YouTube channel as well. Okay, so let's get started. Quick mention about Wizard Systems. I know many of the people that are listening live on the call this morning are fully aware of us, and we've helped you out over many years, sometimes decades, with the GoldMine product, helping you get the most out of the system. But we provide all the services around GoldMine, upgrades, the actual product itself, customization of GoldMine, integration with other applications. We do also supply a number of very popular add-on products. We're featuring GoldAddress this morning. And any training you want. Training can be online. If we can't get to you, you can't get to us. Or we have a classroom in our Bristol base, and we can physically visit your offices as well. Plus, we've got a friendly, responsive help desk service ready to answer your calls. Okay, so do you have issues with incorrect addresses going into your GoldMine system? Do you need to ensure your addresses are correct? Maybe you're doing mailings, creating address labels from GoldMine, perhaps. Or you're creating sales quotations where you must have, of course, the accurate address of the client. Do you want to speed up the process of entering in new contact records into GoldMine? Well, let me show you GoldAddress then. Okay, GoldMine. So if I enter in a new record here and type in the contact details, I'm not going to be very imaginative this morning, but I will just type in a few entries here. I've got a couple of required fields here. So I'm entering a new contact record. I click OK, and up pops GoldAddress. This software is powered by the postcode lookup capabilities of a company called Locate, which is a UK company. This system, I've got it configured here to work with the UK postal address file, but it actually works across 245 countries across the world. So it's not just UK. So I can now type in the postcode or what I'm looking for, or I could type in the part of the address as well. So let me just type in maybe part of our address here at Wizard Systems. Type in Bowling Hill. This is all online. So it's now looking into the UK address book, millions of records, and trying to find the occurrence of the word Bowling Hill. Well, it's found 18 addresses there around our location. Anyone that's familiar with the UK postal code is not totally logical, but one postcode will actually cover a number of different locations. So there we are, there all of the different addresses. So I could select the right company for that search, and it's found obviously all the details, put it in there. It also actually informs you whether this address is commercial or residential. Now that can be quite useful if you're if your company is B2B or you're B2C, you want to make sure this is a residential address rather than a commercial address. That could be quite useful there. I've also got a little checkbox, or we have a little checkbox down here to update the company name. So I update GoldMine, and that has filled in the address a lot quicker than manually typing it in yourself. Now we'll work back the other way as well. So existing records that you've got in your system, if someone changes the postcode, if I put in a different UK postcode here and try and save that record, it's going to come up again with the GoldAddress lookup window, and it's found 21 addresses around this location. I could select one of those. There we are. It's a residential address, and I could update GoldMine as well if I wanted to. So a great search facility. It can search for party address, or you can type in a company name, of course, Wizard Systems, and this will find that particular contact for you from the UK postal address file. So that's GoldAddress. Very quickly, working with the UK postal address file. You basically, the way this is supplied is that there's two components to it. First of all, you need to subscribe via us to a subscription to look up these different addresses. And this is the address verification system supplied by Locate through us. We're a reseller for Locate. So you're basically buying a batch of lookups. Let me take you to a little file, a little page here. So this is the pricing. So you can do a price per lookup or price per product. So you can subscribe to the £100 subscription. That will give you UK addresses. That will give you 1818 lookups of UK addresses. Plus, you need to add that to the price of GoldAddress. This is the glue that links all this, the actual addresses, to GoldMine. And that's priced at £50 per user per annum. So if there's 5 users, it's £250 per annum for the GoldAddress software from us, plus the subscription that you get through us as well. So there's just one source for it. You can get everything from us, and that'll be a great solution. Also, this product can be used on your website as well. So if you actually have a contact form on your website, this same subscription, you wouldn't use GoldAddress for that, but the same subscription could be used for that. So if you've got any other applications where you need to do live online address verification or postcode lookup, then the same solution will work across a number of different platforms. Okay, so if you have any questions, as we normally do, before I give you a quick update on the GoldMine scene, question from Jason: what about the addresses already in our database? How do they get updated? Very good question, Jason. You wouldn't use this solution here for going through all of your existing records and one by one amend them. That would be tremendously painful and slow. No, we actually have what we call a bureau service. So you can, in complete security, you can give us your database. We will, over a day or so, then update it, correct all the addresses. If you've got partial addresses, addresses with no postcode, misspelt addresses as well, street names. If you want extra information appended to it, like marketing information or market sectors and company size and that sort of thing, we can actually append extra data to that. We give you back the file, you then load it back into your Goldmine system and you're instantly updated. Now that price, we do actually offer a health check service on that. So if you want to try us out on that, you can give us a batch, just dump an Excel spreadsheet of some names and addresses, give it to us, and free of charge, we will give you a little summary of how many addresses are incorrect or incomplete before you then, and we'll give you a price then for cleaning up your old database. So you'll need to give us, I think it's a price per 1,000 on this bureau service. So yes, sometimes it's a thing that we do before we implement a new system. We'll tidy up a client's system before importing the data into Goldmine to make sure they've got some good, clean records going forwards. So that's our bureau service. Carol, we have multiple sites. How does the pricing work? Well, it would just be the same. So you as a company, you have an account, you have that subscription to the address verification service. So it doesn't matter that you've got multiple sites, 2 sites, three offices, whatever. It's exactly the same. Quite simple. Daniel, I saw those mandatory fields on your demo. Can you tell me how to set up? Yeah, it's quite straightforward, Daniel. I've got a little FAQ. One of my colleagues will send that to you after the call. It's very straightforward, but yeah, so these mandatory fields can be set up for the primary contact fields to make sure people fill in information and not leave fields blank. Okay, I don't think there's any more questions coming through. Well, let me just update on latest news. We've got a Goldmine training course next Tuesday at our Bristol location. This is an introductory Goldmine course suitable for new users. Do you have any new starters in your company? Why not send them to us and we'll get them trained up on the Goldmine application. Please contact us for details and pricing on that. The latest release is 2019.1. There is a new release due out shortly. We have also heard in the last week or so that there's going to be some planned security changes by Google coming this summer. And it has implications to Goldmine users who may be using Gmail with Goldmine. And it will force all Gmail users to set up an app password in order to continue sending and receiving email within Goldmine. That is if your server is Google. So we're going to post an article on this, keep you in the loop. Always go to our Goldmine blog for the latest news. Do I have it up here? There we go, Goldmine blog. Loads of hints and tips up there, free hints and tips on the latest things happening on the Goldmine scene and tips to get the most out of Goldmine. So how do you get upgrades to Goldmine? You've got to have a maintenance contract through Wizard Systems. Please contact us for information on that to make sure you get the latest versions as and when they're available. There's the link to get a free trial of the postcode lookup. As I say, it'll work in 245 different countries. I demonstrated it just with the UK, but it does work in other countries as well. Please, as we're nearing the end now, please email me with any suggestions for future topics, anything that you would like to know about Goldmine that you think would be of interest to the Goldmine community at large. Please email me, tim@wizard-systems.com. So thanks very much for your time, those listening live. Next 101 will probably be in the next couple of weeks or so. I don't actually know what the topic is going to be yet, but hopefully it'll be something interesting for you. Thanks very much. Enjoy the rest of your day, and we'll catch up with you soon. Thank you very much indeed. Bye-bye.